Most people spend their whole lives protecting their heart, their weight, their blood pressure, but after 65, there's one organ that quietly becomes your most important priority. And most people don't start thinking about it until something already goes wrong. Your brain. Right now, scientists are calling what's happening to aging populations a silent epidemic. Alzheimer's and cognitive decline affect millions of adults over 65. And the scariest part is that damage in the brain can begin 20 years before you notice a single symptom. By the time memory starts slipping, the process has been going on for decades. But here's what the latest research is showing, and this is the part your doctor may not have had time to tell you. Your daily choices after 65 have a direct and measurable impact on whether your brain stays sharp or starts to decline, and it starts with what you eat, how you sleep, and how much you move. The brain and blood sugar. The connection. Nobody talks about new research published just this year confirms something researchers had suspected for years. Diabetes and dementia are deeply connected. When blood sugar is poorly controlled, it directly affects how the brain gets its energy, increases inflammation inside the brain, and damages the tiny blood vessels responsible for keeping brain cells alive. Studies have found that problems with insulin and glucose can affect the brain's energy supply, increase inflammation, and damage blood vessels linked to memory. This means that what you eat after 65 isn't just about your waistline or your heart, it's directly shaping the inside of your brain. Cutting down on ultra-processed foods, refined sugars, and sugary drinks is one of the most protective things you can do for your cognitive health right now. Vitamin B12, the deficiency that mimics aging. Here's something that shocks most of my patients. Vitamin B12 is needed in microscopic amounts, but a shortage can have major effects on health and energy. And researchers are finding that a B12 deficiency can actually mimic the symptoms of normal aging. Fatigue, brain fog, memory problems, difficulty concentrating, these are symptoms millions of people over 65 are attributing to just getting older, when the real cause might simply be a deficiency that's easy to fix. After 65, your stomach produces less acid, which makes absorbing B12 from food much harder. This means even if you eat B12-rich foods, meat, eggs, dairy, your body may not be absorbing enough. Ask your doctor to check your B12 levels. It's one of the simplest, most overlooked tests for brain health. Vitamin C and your brain, brand new research. A study published just days ago involving more than 2,000 older adults in Japan found that people with lower vitamin C levels in their blood also tended to have less gray matter in their brains. Gray matter is where thinking, memory, and decision-making happen. This is huge because vitamin C is something you can get every single day from ordinary food: kiwi, citrus, bell peppers, strawberries. One kiwi a day has already been shown to reduce DNA damage by 60%. Now we're seeing direct links between vitamin C levels and actual brain tissue preservation after 65. Ultra-processed foods are stealing your focus. A study of more than 2,100 adults found that eating more ultra-processed foods was linked to poorer attention and slower mental processing, even among people with otherwise healthy diets. Let that sink in. Even if you eat well most of the time, if ultra-processed foods make up a significant part of your diet, your brain's ability to focus and process information is being directly affected. After 65, when cognitive reserve is already naturally declining, this matters enormously. Packaged snacks, fast food, processed meats, sugary cereals, these are not just empty calories, they are actively working against your brain. Your bones are silently weakening. 2. Osteopenia is a common but often overlooked condition that causes bones to become less dense and more fragile. And because it develops silently, Many people only discover they have it after a fracture or bone scan. Falls are the number one cause of injury related death in adults over 65. And osteopenia, the stage before osteoporosis, often goes completely undetected. Calcium and vitamin D after 65 are not optional. Weight bearing exercise, even walking 30 minutes a day, is not optional. Sleep, the most underrated brain protector. During deep sleep, your brain runs its own cleaning cycle, flushing out toxic proteins, including the amyloid plaques that are directly linked to Alzheimer's disease. When sleep is poor, that cleaning process is interrupted and those proteins accumulate. After 65, sleep quality naturally declines, but the consequences of ignoring it are more serious than most people realize. 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night is not a luxury after 65. It is brain maintenance. Prioritize it the same way you would a medication. Movement, because your brain needs blood flow. A Yale study found that nearly half of adults over 65 improved physically, mentally, or both over time, challenging the common belief that aging always means decline. The key factor: staying active. Physical movement increases blood flow to the brain, supports the growth of new brain cells, and has been shown to be one of the most powerful protectors against cognitive decline. You don't need a gym. A 30-minute walk 5 days a week is enough to make a measurable difference in brain health. The bottom line: after 65, your brain is not on a fixed path to decline. What you eat, how you sleep, and how you move are all actively shaping your cognitive future every single day. The research is clearer now than it has ever been. Control your blood sugar, check your B12, eat more vitamin C, cut ultra processed foods, protect your bones, sleep deeply, keep moving. Your brain is worth fighting for, and it's not too late to start.